Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about the possibility of a WoW 2, the pros and cons of it. In all honesty, as much as I would want a WoW 2, the chances are not very high for many reasons. Number one, there's 20 years of content behind WoW, 20 years of people's time, dedication, and collecting all the things transmog, mounts, achievements. A lot of people won't want to leave that behind. Number two, it's a huge risk. What if they make a WoW 2 no one likes? It's too different from the old game. Why would you alienate your core audience at the chance of gaining a new massive audience? Number three, I'm not a game developer, but I don't think there is anything wrong with the game engine. It has its problems, and they do workarounds, but the game engine has evolved over the years, and it used to be impossible for Alliance and Horde to group up, and now they can play together and even be in the same guild. As far as I know, right now, you can't play with Alliance if you're Horde in the random dungeon finder. And that could be because of the game engine. I'm not sure. Number four, I don't think Blizzard would want to leave WoW behind. There is so much work, blood, sweat, and tears that went behind the 20 years of work. Number five, with everything coming in the World Soul Saga, a revamp of Silvermoon, and all the Blood Elf areas, and of course Northrend. Why would you put all that work in to launch a new game a few years later? Number six, with housing finally coming to the game, 20 years of players requesting the feature. Why would you put it in WoW 1 if you know you have a WoW 2 coming? If I was a CEO, I'd hold that in my pocket for a few more years and make that one of the biggest features of my new game. I would fit right in with all the other scumbag CEOs of the gaming industry. Number seven, the lore and characters of the world. If they were to make a new game, they would have to do a big time jump. Mainly because if it's the same Azeroth, the same zones, with very little changes, little updates, what's the point? And some of the characters wouldn't be around anymore. If you go like, let's say 20 years, Thrall will be even older, and he's one of people's most favorite characters. And then you have Jaina, who's also pretty old. And most of the race leaders will be okay, mainly because they're elves, forsaken, or dwarves. I don't I don't know how long dwarves live, but I can imagine they live a lot longer than humans. And then all the other races, they don't really have anyone interesting leading them, so who cares? Now for the pros. Number one, a reset is what we need right now. We can't just keep squishing eye levels and levels over and over again. Right now in the War Within, I feel like we need another item level squish because damage numbers are getting out of control again. I mean, it is cool seeing like giant 1 million hits, 4 million hits, but at some point it gets kind of just so much you can't even really keep track of the damage. Number two, devs have talked about the game engine limiting what they want to do, and maybe with a new game engine, they'll be able to bring us better content faster. Number three, let's face it, the average WoW player is getting up there in age. Most of us are in our 30s, 40s, and older, and we aren't going to be around forever. And Blizzard is going to need to find a new player base because younger players aren't interested in joining a 20-year-old game with so much to learn, master. It's daunting for new players. Number four, a chance to design an old combat system and replace it with action combat. They've been testing that action combat with Thunderstorm lately. Number five, a world reset might be what we need. It's really confusing for new players coming into the game because of how broken up and messed up the storyline is. Like they don't really know why we're killing this boss, who's this lady, why is he important, and trying to find out what's going on in the story is a nightmare if you haven't been here since the beginning. Number six, if they were to do a world reset and make another Cataclysm, but do it better than last time, I'm pretty sure the classic player base actually enjoyed classic Cataclysm this time around. Number seven, the game code is ancient at this point. You can't really do too much open world content just because of the lag. And I'm pretty sure they have said it's because of the back end code. There's so much of it, and the I guess the game client can't handle it. But enough talk about why or why not WoW 2 will be a thing. Let's talk about what's most likely going to happen for World of Warcraft's future. The most likely scenario is an FF14 style Realm Reborn. It's going to be the same game, but a completely updated backend code where you keep all your old achievements, mounts, titles, and transmog. But on the new game client, with updated game code, they'll allow them to go another 20 plus years. They would keep the old game servers up so people can go back and do transmog and mount farming. But I don't even know if that's possible, in all honesty. This is all speculation and wishes. But I personally would be fine with a complete world reset starting over. A lot of players wouldn't be fine with that. So if I were to guess, I'm in the minority, but let me know in the comments. In the past, I would say they wouldn't have multiple games running, but as of 2025, they have Classic Era, Season of Discovery, Classic Anniversary, and Classic Kata, soon to be Classic Mists of Pandaria. And of course, retail. That's 5 different versions of the game running right now. And they do remixes and Plunderstorm as timed events. They've been moving WoW into more of a seasonal game every 3 months, big updates on retail. In the meantime, you have stuff going on in all the other versions. They don't really cannibalize their own game content because people who play the different versions of WoW rarely play all of them. They'll dip their toes in different versions, but they don't jump all the way in. Who cares what version they play because they're getting the subscription either way. It's better to have something for everyone than one style of game for a fewer player base. With all the changes coming to the game, like the add-on butchering with most of the combat add-ons, they could be setting us up for a relaunch of the game. It's going to feel like the same old game, same classes, same races, same everything, but a better, more easier back-end code to work with. My sense right now is the main issue with WoW is the 20-year-old code just built on top of each other over the 2 decades. That's all being held together by duct tape, super glue, hopes, and prayers. And all in all, I don't believe there ever will be a game called World of Warcraft 2. After The Last Titan, we'll get another expansion called Azeroth Awaken or something like that. And we'll continue on as normal. You could barely tell it's a different game. You would launch it from a different client, and that's pretty much it. I'm sorry for the longer video. I had a lot on my mind. I wanted to make a video and put all my thoughts out there on the internet. Let me know if you like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you all later.